Hello, everyone, and welcome to this event that we share on various screens from different locations. I'm Katrin Schöneck from CO Berlin. I'm the curator at the house, and I'm here with the wonderful Anna Ehrenstein, who is a German Berlin-based artist, German-Albanian backdrop, and is the winner of our CO Berlin Talent Award 2020. And we are sitting in Anna's exhibit, and I have on the other screen on my right Nyamwathi Gichau, who is our yoga instructor for this session. And I wanted to briefly introduce Nyamwathi because you have a super thrilling CV, I feel. So you changed from creative directing in advertisement to professional yoga teaching. And you have a practice of more than 1,000 teaching lessons, I read, which is quite impressive. And you're also active in healing. So Nyamwathi founded a pioneering program based on yoga and psychotherapy, which is meant to treat depressions, which I found very impressive. So I'm super happy to have you here and that you would take us on this journey for this yoga session. And before Anna gives a little introduction on how you both met and why we are sitting here together, I just wanted to make that little technical announcement that we're recording this session. So for all of you who do not want to be recorded, just you're welcome to turn your camera off, but it would be great if you could leave it on in order to turn this event into a more convivial experience for all of us, which is maybe the best keyword to come back to your show, Anna, which has the title Tools for Conviviality.
Hey, thank you so much for being part of this, and thanks so much to Nyamwathi for leading this. So actually, I don't want to talk about the whole project for like ages, but Tools for Conviviality is kind of based on 2-3 theories, and one of them is Stephen Illich's theory of convivial tools. And actually he divided tools in human society into tools that alienate people and tools that bring people together. And later Paul Gilroy, who's a critical race scholar, used this type of theory to access the neo-colonial condition of and the multicultural condition of the United Kingdom. And I came to Dakar because of its convivial landscape, and Nyamwathi was living on and off Dakar for a while, and I was working with migrants that use tools for creative and convivial living together. And actually Illich's book, which was written in the 70s or late 60s during the time of the Vietnam War and the imperialist extension of the US, was heavily criticizing the pharmaceutical industries. And there's this one quote I'm going to read out for a second, which I think is very defining. He says, "Modern medicine is a negation of health. It isn't organized to serve human health, but only itself as an institution. It makes more people sick than it heals." So for me, it was actually really interesting because Nyamwathi and I were working on various things like interviews, but also collage works. She was sending me to dates that she would, to places she would send herself on a date with herself. So I went through Dakar, seeing the places that were special to her, and sent back some images. And throughout this collaboration, a lot of our conversations were also dealing with pharmaceutical industries, engineering on Facebook, how social media actually can be a tool that is much more alienating. And she's been sharing so open with me that I'm super grateful for this connection. And I'm even more grateful that I can stop talking in a second and hand it over to my dear. And thanks so much. And I'll go to the back in a little and be mute. Thanks for joining.
Thank you. Well, so speaking of tools that bring us together, Zoom has been a wonderful platform to enable us to do that so that we're not suffering through isolation. One of the major mental wellness imbalances that's been on the rise during COVID in the last, since the pandemic started, is rising rates of depression and anxiety because we've been disconnected from others. So I, for one, am really grateful that you have all given us your time and your presence to be here today for this wonderful yoga class. So just before we start, just for you, just a little overview, we're going to be focusing on the heart chakra. So that's the energetic center that governs your heart space. And this is just going to help us get more in touch with our sense of love, love to ourselves and love to others. And before we get into that, I just wanted to find out if there's anyone here with high blood pressure or with any heart arrhythmia issues, so that I could give modifications just in case. So if you do have high blood pressure, you just raise your hand or put your hand up in the comments, and I'll make sure to give you modifications. Okay. Also, if anyone is pregnant, please do let me know. You can sidebar, just drop it in the chat. So hopefully you can hear me. If I'm going to be teaching from over there, so my voice level might go a little bit down. Please, if you can't hear me, let me know and I will project. Okay, so if we don't have any questions, let's begin. Everybody come onto your yoga mats, your floor. If you're still in your office, your chair. And once you find yourself on your mat, I want you to just come to a lying down position. So you're lying down on your back, and you can do this in two ways. If your lower back hurts you when you lay down with the legs straight, you can keep your knees bending. So just come to lie on your back with your knees bent and relax. Okay. Good. So I'm going to be walking around a little bit as everybody settles in. Just come to lie down and relax. And we will go through a breathwork technique called Veloma Pranayama. Good. So as you relax and you take some deep breaths in and deep breaths out, keep lying on the floor or lying on your mat. And I want you to feel your body as it sinks into the mat. I want you to feel your presence as you very, very gently relax your body. Take a few breaths. And as you take these breaths, you're going to start to notice the heart space, the chest lifting and rising as you inhale. And then slowly collapsing in as you breathe out. So just slowly descending. Keep taking a few more breaths. And now I lead you into the pranayama. So how it's going to happen, or how it's going to go, is we will be targeting the nervous system with this breath by inhaling a big inhale. And then as we exhale, we're going to interrupt the exhale. So think about making many little exhales, about 4 times. And we will do the same thing in reverse after about 2 minutes. Yeah. And don't worry, I will guide you through the entire process. So what that feels like or sounds like is a nice big breath in and exhale, small exhale, another small exhale, another small exhale. Let all the air out, pause, and then inhale. So big breath in, we have begun. Hold the breath and exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale. Empty lungs. Inhale, fill the lungs up. Big breath, heart space opening. And then small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale. Very good. And now just come back to normal breathing. Now that you've got the rhythm, let's get the sense of your tactile senses in play. So you just bring your hand over your heart. It doesn't matter left or right. One hand over your heart, one hand over your belly. And as you bring your hands into contact here, I want you to really notice and feel the skin on your palms against the material of your chest or against the skin on your chest. Lovely. And now that you have made contact and you're gently observing, let's go back into that breath. Inhale, big breath in through the nose. And now out through the nose, small exhale, another exhale, another exhale, another exhale, last exhale, and pause. And inhale again, big fluid inhale, and small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, pause. Inhale, big exhale in, pause, hold, and small exhale out, small exhale out, small exhale out, small exhale out, small exhale, small exhale, pause. And inhale, big breath in. Pause, and small exhale, 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 pause, and big inhale, pause, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, pause. Inhale, big inhale, fill those lungs, fill the heart space, feel the hand rising. And now small exhale out, small exhale out, small exhale, small exhale, and pause. And big inhale in, and small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, and pause. And last one, inhale, big breath in, and pause, and small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, small exhale, and small exhale out. And just come back to normal breathing. You're still lying down, relaxing, and start to gently observe as you relax here, inquire, finding that space of introspection. Start to notice the shift in your body. For the sensitive ones, you might actually feel warmth and a temperature change around the heart space. Just pay attention, scan what's happening, and take a few breaths. After a few seconds, about 30 seconds, we will start to reverse that breath. So we take a really big exhale, and as we inhale, we'll take small breaths in. Okay, very good. Just relax as you enjoy the breath. Notice that interrupting the exhale switches on your parasympathetic nervous system, allowing you to relax fully. And now, in order to wake ourselves up and just invigorate and refresh the brain, let's reverse this breath. And so, together now, you're going to take a big inhale first, and a big full exhale out. And now small inhale, small inhale, small inhale, small inhale, and pause, hold the breath. And big exhale out. And small inhale, small inhale, small inhale, small inhale, small inhale, and big exhale out. And small inhale, small inhale, small inhale in, small inhale, another small inhale, and pause. Big exhale out. Inhale, 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 hold, and let it out. Inhale, 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 and inhale, and pause, and hold, and let it out. Inhale, 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 and hold. And exhale, let it out. Our last 3 rounds of breath. Inhale, small inhale, another small inhale, and another inhale. Pause. And big exhale, let it out. Inhale, 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 and pause. And exhale. And last one, inhale, 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 and exhale. And now you can release the hand from the heart, from the chest, and from the belly. And you're still lying on your back. I want you to take this time to now pick your knees up and come to hug your knees into your chest. As you hug your knees into your chest, you're going to wrap your arms lovingly around them. And notice that this might be the first hug you are giving yourself today. So send love radiating through those arms and hug your knees, hug yourself as if you would hug a loved one. Squeeze. Start to rock gently from side to side as you breathe. And then very gently curl up on your side and slowly come to a seated posture. So find your way to your mat. Find your way to sit. And sit in whatever way is comfortable for you. Whether that is in easy pose with the legs crossed, in lotus pose, half lotus pose, also legs crossed, legs straight, sitting on a block. There's many options. Just make sure you're comfortable. And however that looks like for you, you're going to cross your arms, you're going to bring your right hand over your left knee. Okay. So right hand over left knee, left hand goes all the way back. And we're going to start with a twist as we gaze over our left shoulder. So turn and twist from the waist, breathing out as you twist. And release the twist, breathing in, and come to cross your left arm over your right, okay? So right hand is on left knee, left arm is over right knee. And from here, you're going to lean towards your left shoulder, your left knee, and you'll bring your right hand all the way up. As you bring this right hand up, you start to gaze at your thumb, and then you follow your arm with your gaze as you swing the arm back down to come onto your right knee. Good. And now we lean opposite way, right shoulder down, and the left arm goes up and over. Gaze at your thumb and bring the thumb all the way down. Very good. And now we're going to move like this in nice fluid motions. Inhaling to bring the right arm up, exhaling to bring it down, and to switch. Nice. Inhale, bring the left arm up, and exhale, left arm down. Very good. And just breathe. Continue flowing in this way. One moment. Very good. As you flow here, you want to start to really notice the opening of your chest as you do these twists. Very good. And let's do only 2 more. So 1 on each side. And come back to an upright seated posture. So you should have ended up with your left arm being over your right. Yeah. And if you haven't, just cross and switch. And we'll take the right arm now and bring it all the way back for another twist. So inhale and lift up, crown of head lift. And as you exhale, you twist from the waist, gazing over right shoulder. And release the twist as you inhale back in. And cross the arms. So this time you've got your right arm over your left. And we move to the other side where you lean towards the left. Sorry, you lean towards the right and you bring your left arm up. So left arm lifts up with an inhale and all the way down with an exhale. Excellent. Inhaling up and exhaling to switch. Inhale. Exhale, switch. Inhale up. Exhale, switch. Inhale up. Exhale, switch. Inhale up. Exhale, switch. Very good. Moving as slow as you need to. No rushing here. Takes time to open up. Just keep breathing. Wonderful. All right, last two. Excellent. Excellent. And then we come to sit and we cross our arms as much as possible. So some people can cross once and that's great. Some people can cross twice and that's also great. So it depends on your bone structure. So crossing as many times as possible. Try to press the hands together and then pull down. Pull those elbows down. You're going to feel a nice stretching sensation here in the trapezius muscles between your neck and your shoulders. Pull down and bring the chin down as well. So you feel the stretch happening in the back of the neck. Now gaze all the way up. Bringing the chin up towards the ceiling and chin comes back to the and all the way down. So this is now some slow nods that we're doing as we gaze up and we bring the chin down. Last one. Inhaling as we bring the chin up and exhaling as chin goes down. And now release by gazing forward. Release the crossing of the arms. Hold onto your knees if your hands were on your knees or hands on the laps. And we start to make a rotating motion, okay? So I want you to wind from the sit bones all the way over, whether it's left or right, but just breathe as you wind. And as you're doing this, when you move forward, I want you to really feel yourself opening the chest. So you open the chest, you stick it forward. As you go back, you hunch a little bit. Very good. Keep breathing. Inhaling as you open chest, exhaling as you come back. Wonderful. Okay, last circle. Love. And now we switch directions. So if you were going clockwise, you are now going anti-clockwise. Rotating. And getting in touch with this fluid motion. Breathe. Inhaling as the chest protrudes. Exhaling as you go back. Wonderful. Last two rotations. This is releasing tension already from hips. If you've been sitting in a chair all day. Excellent. And now come back to an upright posture. We're moving now from seated to kneeling down. So everybody find me in what we call tabletop, which is just simple hands and knees. You want to make sure your knees, the space between your knees is hip width distance as you kneel in tabletop. And a really good way to do this is to bring two fists and to press them between your knees. And that will give you the straight alignment here between knees and hips. And once you are there, make sure the arms are straight. And we'll do a few cat-cows. So I want you to inhale as you stick the belly button down, the glutes up, and the gaze up into cow. And then you exhale as you round the spine, bringing the chin towards the chest, pushing the ground away from you into cat. Good. Inhaling, gazing up. And exhaling, gazing down. Inhaling into cow, and exhaling into cow. Wonderful. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhale and exhale. And last one, inhaling and exhaling. And come back to a nice neutral spine. Wonderful. Now from here, we're going to bring the knees a little bit more open than they are in tabletop. So you're going to bring the knees to the edge of your mat. So a little bit, well, quite wider. You can bring the feet together if you want to. And now you bring your left hand forward and you're going to bring your right hand up towards the ceiling. Gaze at your thumb. Remember, as you're doing this, you're really opening the shoulder. You're trying to open as much as possible. We're twisting the spine. And then bringing the arm down and under, we go for a thread the needle pose where we come to lie on our shoulder. All right? So lying on shoulder. And that arm that was up towards the ceiling, that's now lying down, is straight. And the other supportive arm is also straight. So it kind of looks like a tripod where you bring your balancing arm, the supportive arm, straight out in front of you. And here you're just going to try to relax. You've got a straight line between your hips and your knees. And you are squeezing your shoulder as you breathe deeply. If at any point there are any sharp pains or severe discomfort, please honor your body and get out of the posture and slowly meet in child's pose or lying on your back in relaxation. Now, if you are here and it is starting to feel good and more accessible, you can go deeper in this pose by bringing the supportive hand all the way up and around your back for a bind. So you're still lying on shoulder and the other arm, instead of crossing in front of your face, it's now wrapped neatly, tucked behind your back. So just breathe. If your arm is in a bind, you want to find a place to grab hold onto. It could be your thigh. And then to really work on opening that shoulder towards the ceiling. Brilliant. And now release the pose, unbinding the arm if it was bound, and then coming back all the way down. Good. And now we do the same thing on the other side. So keep your knees still quite wide. And you're going to bring your other arm up. Okay, so some of you might have started right, some of you might have started left. We just move to the other side. So right arm up, and then you bring it all the way down, come to lie on your shoulder, and extend left arm out. Enjoy the stretch that you're feeling here that runs along your tricep, that runs all the way to your scapula in your upper back area, into your lats. And for those who feel this is nice and accessible, you can now go into the bind by bringing that supportive arm all the way up and all the way around, tucking it into your thigh or your back. Opening that shoulder out towards the ceiling. So just hold the posture, breathe. Excellent. Hold the posture. And release the posture. Slowly bring the arm back, down, close to your face, and slowly rise up. Okay. We're making our way up to a standing part of the sequence. So bring the knees back to hip width distance. You're going to tuck your toes and raise up to down dog. Now with down dog here, it is not a must to keep your knees straight. You can keep your knees bent, especially if you've got any knee injury or pain or discomfort. What is important here is to spread the fingers wide and to actively push the ground away. Draw your heels down. Breathe. Wonderful. And we'll start with the right leg, lifting all the way up towards the ceiling, and then bending at the knee. Let's make 4 circles with that right knee up towards the ceiling. Rotating the hip. Good. 2, 3, and 4. And now from there, we're going to lunge forward. So straighten out that right leg up towards the ceiling and lunge forward between your hands. Once you have lunge, make sure that the back heel is off the floor. And we're going to be lifting as we balance onto that right leg. Bring those arms up. Okay. It's almost like crescent moon. And then we're going to bring those arms nice and wide. And then open our chest up to the ceiling or sky. Straighten upper body, bring the arms back up. And then bring the arms to prayer in front of your chest. We'll go in for a twist. Bending forward, bringing left elbow over that right knee. And we turn and gaze over right elbow if we are feeling stable. And now you can open up the hands so that one goes up, one goes down to really open heart space. And then bring them back to close for the twist. Slowly release. Bring the hands down and step it back into down dog, Chaturanga 1 for the first Chaturanga. So roll into plank. And you have an option to keep your knees off the floor or on the floor here. Go with whatever is more gentle for your body. And slowly lower all the way down. Make contact. Tops of the feet flat. And now you're going to pull your chest and your hips off the ground for up dog. And you're going to hold it here. When we work with the heart space, we work with the spine automatically. So there's guaranteed lots of back bends and deep twists and lots of heart opening poses such as this one. So you want to really open the chest by gazing up. And now release. Let's bring the knees down, tuck the toes, and gently go back into your down dog. From down dog here, we go onto the other side. So you lift the left leg up towards the sky or ceiling, and then you bend it at the knee. We'll make 4 rotations again here. So go 1, 2, 3, circle out, 4. And now straighten the leg and lunge forward with that right foot. Stepping between your hands. Good. Keep that right heel raised off the ground and then slowly rise onto your bent left leg. Hands go up. Find your balance. And then you open the hands east and west and you open the chest out towards the sky or sea. And you release this by bringing the hands back up. Bring the hands in front of your chest in a prayer-like pose, palms together, and then turning over for a twist. Right elbow over left knee. Now you can hold the twist here, or you can open up the arms. One goes up, one goes down to open up heart space. And then release, bringing palms back together and releasing. Gazing forward. Bring the hands down, stepping back into down dog. From down dog, moving to plank, and from plank, Chaturanga all the way down. Inhaling to come up to up dog. And then as you exhale, you go into child's pose. So you can open your knees as wide as is comfortable and sink back into your heels. And leave the hands forward in your child's palms. If you have any knee injuries and child's pose is inaccessible to you, do come to lie on your belly or on your back. Wonderful. Breathing as you release. Getting ready for slightly faster Vinyasa flow. And now slowly coming up from your child's pose, keeping the knees wide, bringing your left hand behind you, forming a fist with the left arm. We're going to be raising the glutes and the right arm all the way up in a kind of semicircular dance. So what that looks like is this. You inhale and you lift the right arm up. And then you exhale and you lower and you switch. So right fist comes down, and this time left arm and glutes reach up. Now let's do this together. Inhaling, right arm up, opening the chest, back bending. Exhaling, right arm sweeps down. Inhaling, left sweeps up. Exhaling, left sweeps down. Inhaling, right sweeps up. And exhaling all the way down. Good. Inhaling, left up. And exhaling all the way down. Inhaling up. You're feeling the front of your thighs open up. Your quadriceps start to stretch a little bit more. You're going deeper with every inhale and raise, knowing there's only 2 more to go. So inhaling, really raise, squeeze those glutes, push those hips forward, exhaling back. And last one, inhaling, rise, and exhaling, lower. Bring the knees back to hip width and come back to down dog. And from down dog, we bring both feet to the front of the mat. Once we're in the front of the mat, we meet all the way up in mountain pose. So just come to standing with an inhale, nice and gentle. Breathing gently here. Keep the feet about hip width distance for a soft mountain pose. Bend the knees and bring the arms up, but keep a space between the palms. So small little gaps, space between the palms. Gaze up between those palms. You're going to be feeling a couple of things here. If you go really tight back, you will feel this in your back. And this starts to help build the health of the lumbar spine. And now interlace all the fingers but the index. You leave the index finger pointed. And you're going to straighten out the arms, squeezing the arms into your ears. Bring the feet together now. Inhale, lift, and exhale, bend to the right. So you're bending the upper body. The arms and head is one immovable piece. And then you push the left hip out for a deeper access to that bend. You release that by slowly coming back up. Inhale to lift up, and now you bend to the other side, the left. Now pushing right hip out, keep breathing. Accessing deeper parts of that bend, and then releasing, coming back up. And now from here, you drop the head back for a back bend. And you slowly trace an invisible line with your index finger along the ceiling and all the way back, as far back as possible. And release. Wonderful. And now from here, once you have released this, you're going to slowly fold forward. So hands out, chin out, fold forward. Inhaling to half lift, hands on your shins, nice flat back. Excellent. And exhale to slowly step back with the left leg, lunge. Once we are at lunge, then we're going to lift right hand up for a twist. Right hand then goes down. Left hand up for a twist. Left hand goes down. Excellent. And just hold the lunge. Enjoy the lunge. Go a little bit deeper. And then drop the back knee. So back knee drops. And we're going to lift into crescent moon by bringing the hands up and all the way back. Open the chest. Good. And now from crescent moon, Bring the upper body up and bring the hands forward and just hold it here. And from here, opening up the hands nice and wide, hold it here. And now bring the hands all the way back, interlace fingers, pull down. Opening up heart space, breathing. And then releasing. By releasing the hands and bringing them back to the floor. Excellent. Let's pick up, tuck those back toes, lift up, and swing back to down dog. From down dog, a nice chaturanga, rolling into plank and going all the way down. Inhaling all the way back up and exhaling back to down dog. Walk it out if you need to. And this time, we step forward with the left. So left leg lifts up and left leg steps forward between the mat. Excellent. Enjoy the lunge here, enjoy the lunge, and then drop that back knee down. Tops of the foot down. We're coming up in crescent moon. So slowly lift up the arms and then go all the way back in a nice, delicious, deep back bending, heart opening. Crescent moon. Straighten up upper body. And then bring the arms forward. Very good. 90 degrees. And now opening the arms nice and wide, east and west. And now bring the arms all the way back, interlace the fingers and pull. Pull the arms back, opening chest. And release the pose. Release the arms. Bring the hands back down. Tuck, lift, and back to down dog. From down dog, Chaturanga, rolling into plank and going all the way down. Inhaling as you come all the way up and up dog. Exhaling back to down dog. Hold your down dog, keep breathing, small, small breaths while still in down dog. Yes, everyone's looking great. So now we lift up right leg. And then we bring right foot all the way down to the mat. And we cross the right leg across. So underneath your left leg. Swivel so that we're going to go into a fallen sideways pose here. So right leg is forward, left leg is back, left hand up. Excellent. And now release that. You're going to come into a three-legged down dog. So slowly lift up right leg, back up. And then bring right knee to crunch in towards your right elbow. So right knee, right elbow. Bring the right leg back. Right knee, left elbow. Bring that right leg back. And now right leg comes all the way down to the mat for pigeon pose. So you're just going to wiggle that right foot away from your body. Tuck the back toes. And we're just going to come into an upright pigeon for a few seconds here. So you make sure that the hips are squared. And what that means is that you're not feeling the hips are tilted, right? So the hips are nice and level. And as you do that, you can make your fingertips into a little tent. And as you tent your fingertips, you push the ground away, further opening the heart. Relax the shoulders here. Breathe. Lots of warmth in the heart space. And release. Tuck the toe, lift back into down dog. And from down dog, Chaturanga again, moving into plank, moving down, and back up into up dog. Back to down dog. This time lifting left leg up. So left leg goes all the way up towards the ceiling. Left leg goes down to the mat, and then you cross it across the right leg, swiveling, so that both feet are on their edge, and that you're lifting right hand up. Hold it here and breathe. And now to come out of it, slowly, bring the right hand down and swivel and lift that left leg up, three-legged dog. From three-legged dog, we bend that left knee, touch the left elbow, and then shoot it back out. Inhaling, exhaling, bring that knee to the other elbow and shoot it back out. Inhaling. Now as you exhale, bring that knee forward.
And come down to pigeon, where we wiggle and walk that left ankle away from the bottom of the body. And we flatten the tops of that right foot. Whilst here in pigeon, we're going to tend the fingertips up so that we are able to push the upper body a little bit straighter, opening the chest. Make sure your shoulders are not all the way rising up to your ears and that they are nice and low. And breathe deep, holding it open, sending positive, loving intention. And then release. Slowly flatten the palms, tuck the toes, lift back into down dog. From down dog, we're going to bring the knees down. And we're going to make our way over into lying back on our backs. Okay? So find your way to a nice cool down pose by swinging the legs from under you. And keeping the knees bent, but keeping hip width between the knees and the feet. So again, this is measured by 2 fists. So you bring your 2 fists, you put them between the knees, you check to see you've got straight lines, and then you come to lie on your back. Once you're here on your back, with the crown of the head, with the back of the head supported by the ground, we're going to tuck the chin slightly. So you're still feeling the back of your head is on the mat. The back of your neck is slightly stretchy. And you bring your hands down. We'll do some bridge pose. Lift, okay. So here, make sure you're feeling nice and steady. And that you can lift the glutes comfortably. So let's just give it a go. Lifting the glutes, you might feel the back, the lower back muscles talking to you. Tell them we're doing something very good for them. And then lower. So let's do this 8 times. Inhale to lift the glutes up. And exhale to lower all the way down. Nice. Inhale to lift the glutes up. And exhale, lower, glutes down. Each time you really want to feel the engagement of the thighs. So you really press up until you feel the quads. And then you lower down. If you are giving this your maximum effort, you're going to feel the glutes squeezing as well, toning your lower body. Keep going. We are on number 5, or if you're faster, we're on number 6. Only 2 more. Very good. And now you hold it here. Before we go to number 8, come and pick up your knees, hug them into your chest. Rock from side to side gently. Very good. And now, bring the feet back down. If it is in your practice already to go into wheel pose, where you kind of look like an upside down, well, you look like a rainbow, then please go into it. I will not cue it, but I can just, I will cue bridge pose. If you know wheel pose, please go into it. If you don't, then you hold bridge pose. I will demonstrate both as well. So when you are ready, for those in ready for wheel, hands are next to the head here. And you're going to inhale and lift. So for us bridge posers, you're going to just hold it here and breathe. And as you hold this pose, I want you to really focus on the heels and the balls of the feet pressing down into the ground so that the knees don't go wide and separate, okay? They are hip width distant at all times. And just hold it. For those in wheel, you're going to try and deepen your posture by straightening the legs and pressing the ground away so that you feel the stretch going into thoracic spine. And now, if you're in wheel or bridge, I want you to count 4 more breaths. And then release on the 4th one. Let it go. Pick up the knees. Once you've landed on the floor, Pick up the knees, drop them to the right for a twist. Open the arms east and west. Pick up the knees from the right, drop them to the left for another twist. Gaze to the right. Pick up the knees again, drop them to the right, gaze to the left. Last one, pick up the knees, drop them to the left, and then gaze to the right. And release. Gonna gaze up. Now I want you to give yourself one last hug before we go into our guided meditation, Yoga Nidra. So very slowly, release the knees and just come to lie flat on your mat. If you have a blanket, now would be the right time to wrap yourself up in, or your sweater. Maybe take a drink of water. We have arrived towards the end of the practice. And now is where we reap the benefits. So just come to lie down, get yourself nice and cozy, and relax. And as you relax, I want you to bring one hand to your heart and the other hand to your belly. As you bring one hand to your heart and other hand to your belly, you start to focus on your actual heartbeat. You start to feel the actual beating of your heart, the rhythmic tone and beat. What does your heartbeat sound like? And now as you breathe and listen to the heartbeat, I'm going to start relaxing your forehead, the space between your eyebrows. I'm going to bring that relaxation to your hairline and all the way down to your ears and even further down to the jawline. You bring that relaxation back to the eyes and the eyelids. From the eyes and eyelids, all the way to the nose, from the bridge to the tip of the nose. Relax the space between the nostrils and the top lip. Relax the cheekbones. Allow relaxation into the mouth by unclenching the jaw and breathing deeply. Allow the tongue to remove itself from the roof of your mouth. And it can either float freely in your mouth, or you can press the tongue, the tip of the tongue, behind your top row of teeth, the incisors especially. Relax the breathing and feel that relaxation going down, lower to the neck. And from the neck, you feel that relaxation moving into the shoulders and into the arms, both left and right. And from there, you feel that relaxation moving even more so to the collarbone and the chest cavity. Your rib cage feels relaxed. Your chest muscles feel relaxed. And even your heartbeat starts to move slow. You have arrived at your heart space. A healthy heart chakra allows one to get in touch deeply with their sense of love.
The heart chakra is located in the center of the chest. The color of the heart chakra is green, vibrating in a beautiful, healing green. The heart chakra allows one to hold on to feelings and emotions. And it is these feelings and emotions that help us thrive in life or cause our suffering. When we balance the heart space, we're able to choose our response to what life throws our way. By coming from a place of love versus coming from a place of fear. And so as you lay here in your meditation, I want you to really focus on what your heart space feels like. And you could bring to your mind a person, a place, a pet, a food, a memory, a thing that makes you feel absolutely grateful and absolutely loved. And hold on to that person, place, memory, food, pet. Hold on to that in your mindset. And hold on to the emotion of love that it evokes. A healthy heart space will allow you to forgive others, forgive yourself, to love others, to love yourself, to have empathy and compassion to yourself and to others. Relax and breathe. And you're more than welcome to stay in meditation if you need to, if you want to, connecting with the heart space. If you're staying in meditation in your Shavasana, feel free to visualize a big green ball of energy, a big green ball of light, slowly making its way into your heart space. With every inhale you take, this big green ball of light starts to spin. And with every inhale, it spins faster and faster. And with your exhales, this big ball of green light that is now in your heart space grows bigger and bigger. Connect with this for a few minutes. A wonderful way to balance the heart chakra on a daily basis is to connect with your heart and check into your feelings. Another way to connect and bring about the health and the vitality of this chakra is to connect to it by doing things that you absolutely love. If you find you're able to do that in the work that you do, then you are bringing a beautiful gift to others around you. If you find that you're able to do this through your hobbies, through your interests, through things that light you up and make you feel like a young version of you, then you are bringing vitality to this chakra. We're coming towards the end of this meditation, and I'd like you to repeat silently to yourself the following affirmations. I am love. I am deeply and completely loved and accepted. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. I nurture my inner child. I live in balance and in gratitude. I am peaceful. I accept things as they are. And I feel harmony with myself and with others. I love the beauty of nature and the animal world. I am wanted. I am appreciated. I am loved. I receive love with ease, and I give love with ease. I am love. I am love. I am love. If you feel the invitation to stay in Shavasana for longer, feel free to do so. There is no rush out of the practice, for this is your practice. If you feel ready to come back to the here and now and to end the class together, I will ring the sound bell 3 times to allow for a gentle transition back. You can very slowly, if you're ready to end the practice, wrap your arms around your chest and around yourself. And give yourself a literal squeeze, a hug. And as you do this, as you make this contact, I want you to tell yourself, I love you, with your name at the end. Take a deep breath in. Feel the hug tighten your grip. And as you relax with a big breath out, feeling held and appreciated and loved for who you are, you can slowly release your arms, curl up on your side, and slowly come up to a seated posture. meeting with your hands in prayer, bringing your thumbs to your heart, and just sitting up nice and tall. Remember, as the week or weekend goes by, to take moments to relax, to come back to stillness, to connect with this part of you, to observe, to inquire, and to be your own best friend. I give you the deepest of gratitude for letting me guide you here. Know that you are absolutely loved. Thank you, and namaste. Thank you. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to get in touch with the team from Berlin, or to get in touch with me, and we can continue a practice in the near future. Thank you all. Have a lovely evening. Bye now.
Thank you, Nyamwathi.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.